499 Founding of Orvabad. Scenes from the Scarlet Stone. Bitter Blathering. 4th of First Winter, 499 Founding of Orvabad. I remember the rattling, that insufferable creaking of hinges of doors that were wearier than myself. I remember the cold, winds that thrashed at our fragile walls, no doubt traveling from far further than I knew to imagine. Then I remember that scintillating sensation of ailing.
Scintillating?
Yes. I did not understand it either, but it was not as damp and dreary as most illnesses. It was not draining, nor was it debilitating, yet it was a sickness, it was. And I felt it in my stomach. And the more the winds blew, the harder the cold bit, and the louder the doors rattled and walls wailed, the more that sickness grew. The man fell silent, leaving nothing but a low crackling fire and a bubbling cauldron to fill the void. Then he clutched onto his furs and shivered, and the barmaid next to him lent him a warm smile for his cold heart. Yinla, daughter of Nalvis, daughter of Bergon of Hida's retainers, was a charming young woman, the youngest sister of a family of lower nobility in Orvabad, who held a lofty position midst the Hidarian capital for their heirloom tavern, the Scarlet Stone. It was the less decorated back door of their establishment that she had exited that winter morning, only to bring in clothes left to dry, when she found a man fainted face first between mud and light snow. Yinla did not pause to suspect the man of any malicious activity. It was simply not in her nature. Instead, the thin, light-framed, golden-haired girl took to dragging him inside to treat him. And ever since he woke up, they had been conversing.
What was it that lured you so far south, if I may ask?
I do not truly recall. A rare stone? The man asked as if she should have known. Then he winced as his head throbbed in pain.
A rare stone in the foreboding forest?
The thought flared in her mind and quickly passed as the man struggled even more.
Calm down. No need to exert yourself. I'll have a bed ready for you in no time. I'm certain everybody would be glad to help you. I've just been instructed to ask more questions lately. The last 2 vagrants I took in were not as kind to us as I'm certain you shall be. But your journey here must have exhausted you. Let me pour you some stew and I'll go ready your room.
There was no journey, there was... The man winced again, but seemed adamant at exploring his memories.
What day is it?
He asked.
4th of winter 1st, if I recall.
And you say I am in Orvabad? Impossible. I was at the forest not 2 days ago, I'm positive. My journal, where is it? Yinla crossed her arms, stitched her brows together, and half pouted. She did not know if the man was toying with her, or if he was being genuine, but as he produced his journal and her eyes danced past dates written faithfully in a log of his travels, she was more inclined to believe him.
But then how? Was it some kind of strange magic? She asked. We often hear of rumors from the Riverlands. Oh, perhaps it was that rare stone. Did you ever find it?
No, but... The man's face went white.
I found him. Him?
I could not look upon him without my mind unraveling, but I heard his voice. I recall it now. I see it. What he must have done. He did not ask, he did not speak as we do. What he wished to know, he simply reached into my mind and plucked it out. The man's hands began to tremble, and Yinla immediately took hold of one of his hands with both of hers.
You heard his voice. What did he say?
He mocked me. Said that I ought to search for precious stones in caves, then never leave for my desire of them. Then he said he would help me, that he would deliver me to what I sought. Then I remember nothing, only waking up to you dragging me here.
I believe I understand, but I can't really understand how I can believe this actually happened.
Yinla got up, poured the man his stew, then paused as she gave it to him. He offered her a weak smile, but she shook her head. Whoever he was has truly mocked you.
Excuse me, I'll go prepare your room.
Wait, why do you say that?
He delivered you to the one stone you could not hope to possess.
How so?
I never greeted you formally, did I? Welcome, esteemed guest, to the liveliest establishment in Orvabad. Welcome to the Scarlet Stone.